Welcome everyone to one of my first of I hope many documentaries on the objects that Indiana Jones either held or found in his adventures. This particular one is focused on the Minoan statuette, which is represented in many different ways in the Fate of Atlantis computer game version of Indiana Jones. But before I continue, please remember to subscribe to my channel in case you like it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it, just keep on listening or forget about this channel. But in any case, I will be continuing with many other objects from the Indiana Jones adventures from now on. And it would be quite interesting if you're a fan of Indiana Jones to find out where the creators found inspirations for their objects. So, starting with the statuette that you find in the Fate of Atlantis, the first thing that Indiana Jones finds in the university as he searches through the dangerous areas is a very interesting modified version of a statuette that I recently noticed while digging in Crete. I didn't find it myself, that would have been an amazing find, but while I was digging in the area, I noticed in tourist shops that there was a very peculiarly similar looking statuette to the one that you find in the game. And as I looked at it and then went to the museum to check the original version or versions, because there are many of them, I realized that actually that's where the creators of Indiana Jones took that particular statuette from, just modified it to look a bit more alien. From what I saw, it's that the statuette was made out of clay and then modified by the creators into something that looks more metallic, more alien, more advanced. But as I researched on the statuette, I found out the following information about it, which might be interesting in case anyone has you in the trivia or where do you think they found this particular statuette from. So bear with me. This one is this is the list of information that I found, and enjoy the video. I found a few descriptions of the areas where it was found and a bit about the civilization that created this type of statuettes. The statuette is called a Poppy Goddess, and the name Poppy Goddess is used often for a large female figurine which was discovered in a sanctuary of the post-Palace period in Crete. It is now in the Heraklion Archaeological Museum. The terracotta figurine has raised hands, just like the Indiana Jones one, and seeds of opium or poppies on her head, but in the Indiana Jones version, to make it look a bit more alien, they gave it horns that look a bit metallic and alien or modern, very modern compared to what you find in the old statuettes. And this statuette is believed to represent the Minoan goddess of probably harvest or something to do with seeds and grains. In this period, the Mycenaean influence, particularly on art, was strong over the island, showing that Crete had become little more than a province to the Mycenaean world after the Mycenaean invasion in 1450 BC. Minoan pottery figures were found in public sanctuaries, not only in palace sanctuaries as is usual in earlier periods. Clay figurines of the goddess with raised hands also were found in the shrine of double axes of Knossos, another place where Indiana Jones was seen during the Fate of Atlantis computer game. The ruins where you see the horns where he finds the last piece of the circular discs needed to get to Atlantis. Those are the ruins of Knossos. But I'll do another video about the ruins of Knossos because they themselves are a very interesting area to explore. Other statuettes of this type were found in Gornia, in Myrtos, and also in other sanctuaries of Cortis and Prinias. On the heads of the figures, as I said, there are various religious symbols such as horns of consecration, diadems, birds, and seeds of opium poppies. What probably looked more interesting and appealing for the creators of Indiana Jones and Fate of Atlantis probably was the horns of consecration, which are also prominent in the Knossos Palace but that originally are not there if you go and see the place. The female figure, because it's a female figure, is known properly as the Poppy Goddess, and it's perhaps, so it's not sure, a representation of the goddess of the bringer of sleep and death. So, contrary to what I thought was food and grains, it's, well, poppy seeds make sense, sleep or death. Too much poppy seeds, opium, you die, you get a little bit of it, you sleep, and you can have operations done on yourself. The figurines found at Gazi, which are larger than any previous introduced Minoan Crete, are rendered in an extremely stylized manner, so these ones were a lot more complicated in how they were made and depicted. The bodies are rigid and the skirts are simple cylinders that are placed under it. So, as one can see from all this information, the creators of Indiana Jones took quite a bit of things like the horns, the cylinders at the bottom, and the Minoan statues from different areas of the Crete and Minoan cultures. So I hope that this gave you a bit of information that you might or might not find interesting about Indiana Jones' famous objects. And I will very soon start posting other videos on all the other objects that Indiana Jones found. Systematically, I might start with something connected to Fate of Atlantis, as I already started with one, and then end on to the films and maybe other games from Indiana Jones. So stay tuned and subscribe if you like this video. Bye bye!